we are back here at the Lieberman, and miracles do occur, and we're very grateful for that, and we're very grateful that they love us and wanted us back, waived the $400 rent increase, and so I know that miracles do happen. And energetically, as we open the space, I love what our dear in-house mystic Kay Schreiber said, that it's a rebirthing, and that with each new wave of energy, that we allow ourselves to move in a way that we've never quite moved before, and seeing with new eyes. Blessed are they who have eyes that see, who have ears that hear. And today our topic is Today I Rise. Our theme is Sacred Agreements, and we all have an agreement to be here. On the planet, we entered, each and every one of us has our entry date, and we are here to fulfill our destiny, to find the grounded being that supports our spirituality, and that everyone and anyone who comes within our energy field is healed and uplifted in our present. Today I rise over circumstances, and I love Fleet's song. Yes, each of us is as a phoenix. Every time we overcome something, it's like the ashes of burnt offerings arise, triumphant and victorious, that phoenix energy rises through us in the most colorful way. Blessed are they who have eyes that see, who have ears that hear the still small voice of God within us. And as we rise above circumstances, and we also acknowledge this is Veterans Day weekend, and all of the acts of valor and courage. And I'm reminded of a story about Desmond Doss, who was a Quaker, and he was drafted into World War II. And he went in as a conscientious objector. And it is pretty grueling what they put conscientious objectors through. And he was found a conscientious objector, and there was a documentary, very famous conscientious objector. And he went in and he became a medic in Okinawa. And of course he was the subject of much ridicule and judgment because he was not a combatant. He was there to hold the space. And he was also a medic, and he was there to serve. And they were up on a cliff, and it seems the Japanese shot almost everyone. They were all wounded. He created, up on that cliff, a stretcher with a pulley and ropes, and single-handedly passed down to the valley below 75 wounded soldiers on his own. And I always, it gives me God bumps when I think about, energetically, that someone goes in with the courage of their conviction and still serve in such an amazing way. And when President Truman gave him the Medal of Honor and acknowledged what he had done, he just very modestly and very humbly received it and said, I don't think there was as many as 75. The truth is that we all are fulfilling our destiny, no matter what that looks like, and that when we arise, as the phoenix arises from the ashes of burnt offerings, triumphant and victorious, it's a rebirth. And many of us have had incredible rebirthing processes. And that today is a new day. It's a day to acknowledge that I got up this morning, I took my first conscious breath. And in taking our first conscious breath, we have an opportunity. This is the Thanksgiving month as well. And my Wednesday night live, we're looking at the general art of blessing and blessing everything. And I had read in this book, The General Art of Blessing by Pierre Pravavand, that he blesses everyone in his energy field. And when I get a signal and cars are passing and there's turning left or whatever, I just say, bless you, bless your day, bless you. And I really look at faces. And I've been doing that for a very long time because just sitting there waiting for the signal to change is pretty boring. So I just created this art of blessing for all of those that are in my energy field until the light turns green. When we bless, we praise, we take the P off, we raise the energy field. Today, I rise over circumstances. Today, I rise over all of the outer, the conditions and the appearances and the effects of life, and the recognition that we have a lot of work to do on the planet. Last Friday before last, I was at a women's equality meeting, and heard all the wonderful things that are unfolding, and also all the work that needs to be done. And then Friday, I was at a Palm Springs Walk of Stars recipient of, it was called McDonald and Wright, and these partners they gave a couple of $1 million to build the Wright McDonald building for the gay community. And it's for health, and it's for psychological health, and for physical health, and it's absolutely beautiful. And as everyone got up to acknowledge these two, Rob and John, there was so much love. It was palpable. You could feel it rising up. You could feel the energy that here these two men thought enough of their own gay community that they wanted to forward and advance that have not only the mental health, the physical health, but the spiritual health as well. And it is a spirit, mind, and body relationship. And when I introduced myself, because as a former STAR recipient, we were invited, and Fleet was there as well, to support those that receive a STAR on the Palm Springs Walk of Fame, that have given their time, their money, their resources, their energy, their love for what they do. And it was such a moment that you could feel the energy was palpable. And it was and we had the reception at 8:49, and it was just so much joy and so much light in the energy field. And that yes, we're all flawed. We come into this planet as perfect, complete, and whole. We learn and we grow and we expand. We have these experiences. And the old legend about the Chinese farmer who he would take his pots of water and he would have to climb up the hill. And one of his pots had a very, very slight crack in it. So by the time that he ascended the hill, one pot was half full. And he did this for a couple of years. And the one pot that had all of the water in it was very proud, and look at me, and I've carried all this water for my master. And the other pot was feeling very sad, and feeling that through these years I've only given half of what I could have given. And he apologized to his master. And the master said, "Oh, do you see all the flowers on the one side?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "I never fixed you because I wanted to enjoy the flowers that you see on my table and that I can give to my friends and my family. That's because of you and what you came through you." And he said, "I had planted those seeds, and those seeds took root, and through your divine flaw, I have flowers." So it's up to each and every one of us, through our own divine flaws, to make something good and true and beautiful out of it. The ancient Navajos in their sand paintings always created a flaw. When someone would see a flaw and bring it to their attention, they would say, "That is so great spirit can move throughout my sand painting and bless it." So as the divine flaw, energetically, that we rise above and through that. Because what did Jesus say? "Out of my weakness I have found my perfect strength." So as we, out of our weakness, as our humanness gives way to the divine, the Christ consciousness arises triumphant and victorious. "Out of my weakness I have found my perfect strength." Yes. May look like there's a pot's only half full, but there are flowers. There is energy. There is beauty. Whatsoever things are good, whatsoever things are beautiful, whatsoever things are good report, think on these things. And as we think on these things, we up-level the energy field. That we can be sitting in an audience and we can feel wafted up because there's so much love and so much energy and so much gratitude that a whole community is being thought of, and that with the wealth of these beautiful men, that they can build something for everyone. And that as we acknowledge that perhaps I'm a conscientious objector in a very, very popular war and very needed. My father was in World War II. He came back from Germany completely and totally, he was flawed and scarred and became an alcoholic. He was a very sensitive man. He was an artist. He worked for Disney Studios as an animator and threw all of it away because of his alcoholism. And for me, as I look at that and that energy, that there is a power for good in the universe greater than we are. It's using us if we allow it to use us. But we cannot support anyone beyond their desire to be supported. And when my father was passing, he called for me. And he said he wanted me to do one of those things I do. And I said, what do you mean you want me to do one of those things I do? And he said, you know, that thing you do. And I said, you mean pray? He said, yes. What a breakthrough. It took him to be getting ready to make this transition, you know, the deathbed wish, sort of like W.C. Fields going through the Bible, you know, quite vigorously, and someone said, what are you doing, W.C.? And he said, looking for the loopholes, looking for the loopholes. Yeah, looking for those loopholes. So I did a prayer for my father, and just called in the angels, the archangels, and all enlightened beings to cleanse, purify, harmonize, balance, attune, and heighten the energy field, and to offer this soul up as cleansed, purified, harmonized, balanced, and attuned, and to let everything else go. And I had forgiven my father. We had had a healing. And it was so empowering for me to let all of that childhood abuse go, to just allow it to return to its native nothingness from whence it came. And my sister took her own life through that process. And when I had her ashes on I had a little altar. And I was like falling asleep one day, and there was the altar, and I had a vision of her. And she said, Sharron, I'm in my light body. I'm in joy. Thank you. Thank you so much for loving me. I'm in joy. And I thought, wow. And it was a vision. It was like a visitation. And I was sort of in that twilight stage, a receptive stage, a stage where I couldn't say, oh, this isn't happening. I invited it on the soul level. That as we invite our ancestors, we recognize with the Course in Miracles that miracles are not only progressive and moving forward, they are also what? They heal the ancestral realm. So they're not only progressive, they are retroactive. And when we get that, then the whole ancestral line is healed. I'm the pattern breaker in my family tree. And as the pattern breaker and healing all of the wounds, out of my weakness I have found my perfect strength. And in the strength we serve others. And everyone is benefited from our healing. So whatever it is that we choose to do, we recognize there is a divine flaw. And through this divine flaw, Spirit enters in and heals us and lifts us through the experience as the phoenix rising from the burnt ashes of all that we've experienced, triumphant and victorious. Today I rise. Today I rise above my circumstances. Today I rise above the judgments that come my way. And in Matthew it states, bless and curse not. And when we can bless everyone in our energy field, even those that may not relate to us. And believe me, I've been in public life for almost 50 years. I know what that feels like. And to reach that point where we do not take it personally, but we can send compassion. And as we send compassion out, everyone and anyone is healed and uplifted in our presence. I was watching I don't really have TV, but I have DVDs and I have Netflix and, you know, all of these Prime TV. And I was watching a political program, which I never do, but it was very interesting. And they were all, you know, putting down, you know, the present administration and all of that, you know, energy. And Van, his name, and he's about civil rights and human rights. His name was Van Jones, thank you. And he said, I have put into place a project and it is called the Redemption Project, where we send out caring and compassion and light and love. And let me tell you, this little arena was quite heated, and here he is, the light, the energy in this little panel, and creating a redemption project where people can go and they can redeem themselves through compassion, through light, and through love. I thought, this is why I tuned in. We know that nothing happens by chance. If you're viewing at this moment, this message is for you. Because nothing happens by chance. We're all here by divine appointment. And through this divine appointment, in the midst of, this incredible arena of a lot of heatedness, I have founded the Redemption Project, that we are redeemed by the renewing of our minds and our hearts. Be of good cheer. I have overcome. I have overcome these conditions that I used to give my power away to. I have overcome these appearances that loom up, in which I was so scared and shaking. Be of good cheer. I have overcome the effects that show up and realize that I can send them back to their native nothingness from whence they came, because in truth they are neither person, place, nor thing, only the light and the energy that we give to it. So today I rise, because we are in a high place and we will not come down. None of these outer things shall move me. And through our divine flaws, great spirit moves throughout the painting of our lives. Let us never forget the one great artist who painted my portrait on a soft canvas of your eyes. We are one. Through our divine flaws, we water the flowers. We create beauty. And we arise out of our weakness. We have found our perfect strength. And so it is. We are all going somewhere. Where is that? Higher yet. Where is it? Higher yet. Where is it? Higher yet. Because we are in a high place, and we will not come down. None of these outer things move me. I am in a high place, and I will not come down. And so it is. I say, Namaste. The God in me salutes the God in you. Shalom, the peace that passes all understanding as we recreate our experience here in the Lieberman Chapel at Temple Isaiah in Palm Springs, California. And God bless us, everyone. And so it is. Thank you.